Hello, everyone. I'm Will Frost, and I'm the Director of Talent Development at Cedar Valley. And I just want to thank everyone for joining me today on this webinar this morning. This morning, I want to cover a couple of things. I want to quickly go over and give an update of all the cool things that are happening in the Cedar Valley regarding workforce and talent development. And I want to talk a little bit about COVID in the workplace, particularly right now with the current spike in numbers. It's affecting all our employers, and so I just want to give a couple thoughts about that and kind of give some tools that I think could be really helpful. First, like I said, I'm going to start with the updates about workforce. And so just kind of talking about talent development here in the Cedar Valley and looking at our partnerships, particularly our Live the Valley brand. Our Live the Valley brand is partnered with the Iowa Economic Development Authority. This is Iowa project, which is this great collaboration. And out of that came a video that has really showcasing all the awesome things that are happening in the Cedar Valley. And to date, over 60,000 people have viewed that video. And so that's tremendous, as well as our Live the Valley magazine. This has 5,000 printed copies, but it also has a digital version as well. And so this is another tool that is really super helpful and for attracting new talent, as well as just overall information, in addition to guests who are visiting the Cedar Valley, is something that they can find in their hotel rooms, etc. And really, just looking at that branding that Live the Valley has done, the numbers really speak for themselves in regards to the impact. Over 2.5 million, with the M, people have been reached with this branding, as well as over 130,000 people have viewed our website. And it's a great talent attraction tool that's used. So we have had over 1,000 new talent leads to the Cedar Valley. So that's tremendous. And that's something I think worth noting. I would just kind of take my hat off to Aaron, who's actually behind the scenes on this. He's kind of the man behind a lot of that. And so I think it's great. We're also involved in a few other things. One big project that we've been working on is it's called Ignite. It's a collaboration, it's a partnership between various organizations, and really this innovative program is going to set the Cedar Valley apart as a leader in early workforce development. It's currently being built around assembly training, and like I mentioned before, it's a major collaboration between other organizations, and this includes John Deere, Waterloo Community Schools, Hawkeye Community College, the University of Northern Iowa, and et cetera, and other manufacturing companies are participating in this. This first cohort is planned for high school seniors in the Waterloo High Schools. So that's all three of them, Waterloo West, East, and Expo. There will be approximately 8 to 12 students in this first pilot program, but that's to be scaled to 30 students per semester going into next year. This program is going to be located at the TechWorks campus in downtown Waterloo, right above where our offices are. And so we were super excited about that program. It's a quality assembly pre-apprenticeship program. And so that's something a lot of work, but it's well worth it. Our economic inclusion platform continues to strive and promote equality in the Cedar Valley, as well as equitable treatment in the workplace, et cetera. One of the big things that came out of that is our economic inclusion network. And this is a powerful network. And Cedar Valley's Economic Inclusion Network meets monthly, and it convenes business leaders and other stakeholders to develop economic inclusion employment strategies, and it also features work being done by the members. And so everyone is kind of a member, including Grow Cedar Valley is a member of it. There's not a leader per se, but it's a place where people can come and cross-pollinate. This network serves as a catalyst partner and a resource for inclusion in the workplace. And we average 20, 30 plus participants monthly, where we feature a presenting partner or member at each meeting. Last month, we hosted our annual Economic Inclusion Conference, which was a tremendous event. It was virtual, but that really was a great experience. It's really that this Economic Inclusion Conference is Iowa's premier conference in diversity, equity, and inclusion. This joint conference is between the University of Northern Iowa and Grow Cedar Valley, and is made possible with tremendous collaboration of other area stakeholders and organizations. This year, we are happy to say that we have experienced our highest turnout to date, with over 380 participants registered, representing employers, employees, educators, and other community leaders. And just a quick last update I want to mention today is our partnership with the 24/7 Black Leadership Advancement Consortium. Our partnership with the 24/7 Black Leadership Advancement Consortium, or 24/7 Black, has allowed us to help form the Minority Business and Entrepreneur Accelerator program in Venture School. This first cohort enrolled 14 minority-owned businesses. And this is a partnership with UNI's John Papa John Center, Waterloo Community Schools, Red Cedar, and the City of Waterloo, among many others. Now, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about COVID-19 in the workplace, and provide some tools that are really recommended by the CDC to protect employees and help prepare your businesses for disruption if they are to occur. I had a PowerPoint planned for it, but we're having a little technical difficulty, so maybe we can share it later or whatnot. But there's a few things I think that could be really beneficial to helping your workplace move forward during these really trying times where everyone is disrupted, and there's a tremendous breakdown of certainty, not just in our workplaces, but in our home lives. And so I think there's some things that we could do collectively that could really help our businesses thrive and move forward. One thing I want to mention is, I think, I shouldn't say one thing, it's a series of things, but a good thing to do with your workplace is to identify a workplace coordinator. This will be the principal primary contact person who will be responsible for COVID-19 issues. And so that gives a central point for all the employees to go to. It kind of helps with the organization of it all. I really encourage everyone to examine their policies and review these policies with all their employees. And this includes leave, working remotely, compensation, etc. Your leave policy should be flexible and really non-punitive. It should allow employees to stay home if they are sick, or if they're caring for sick family members, and when possible, use flexible workplaces, so that allows people to work remotely to encourage social distancing. And also, where possible, provide information and support to help your employees, and that information could be available, employee assistance services, et cetera, that's going to help them. Sorry. Identify essential employees in business functions. This is important because this can really help. This is the time where you can explore ways you can continue your business operations if there are disruptions, and there could be. And so you want to be prepared for that. And in addition to preparing, really preparing a business continuing continuity plan, sorry. Being prepared for significant absentees or changes in the way you do business is going to be tremendously important. Once again, during these times of extreme disruption and uncertainty, our workforce is going to look for us for guidance. And so being proactive and planning is essential. And that goes into establishing an emergency communication plan. Share with your employees this plan and really communicate expectations so everyone is on the same page. This helps with that certainty, and it provides peace of mind to not only yourself, but your employees during these times. And I want to just kind of finish up with 10 quick tips really for protecting your employees during this COVID season. Actively encourage sick employees to stay home. It kind of goes without saying, but if someone isn't feeling well, encourage them to stay home. Have conversations with employees about their concerns, and really take the time to consider those employees' concerns, because it may ultimately affect their performance at work. And so it's important that you're doing that. Develop other flexible policies and scheduling, and create leave policies. It goes back to allowing people to be home if they need to be, away from people, social distancing as much as possible. Just really being flexible. I think it's going to take everyone to be flexible in order to get through all this successfully. Talk with other companies that provide your business with contract or temp employees about their plans. So if you have other people coming into your workplace, you want to make sure those organizations are on the same page, and that you want to know what they're doing to help stop the spread and encourage a safe working environment. So you do want to have those conversations. And promoting safe etiquette in the workplace and even at home. So that comes in to play with coughing, sneezing, hand washing, wearing masks. Those are all very important. And 6, you want to minimize face-to-face contact between employees, social distance as much as possible. Perform routine environmental cleaning. Making sure the workplace is sanitized and clean is also very important to stopping the spread and helping keep your employees safe and keep yourself safe. And exploring alternatives to traveling. Where possible, if you don't need to travel, don't. There's a lot of other options that are out there now, like we're doing now, that we can communicate virtually. And so where possible, do that. Work remotely. Isolate sick employees and send them home immediately. So if someone isn't feeling well, you want to separate them away from from the other employees, and then send them home as quickly as possible. And then you want to follow the CDC guidelines for cleaning and disinfecting the areas that they have visited, to ensure that if they're ill, is it passed on to other employees or to yourself. And last but not least, provide education and training materials. And there's a wealth of information on our website at www.growcedarvalley.com. And by clicking on the link at the top of the page, there's also a tremendous amount of information available at the Black Hawk County Public Health website, as well as the state of Iowa and the CDC. And so seek information, knowledge, and encourage your employees to learn as much as possible and really be proactive in all of this. And I think that's how we're we're going to get through all this together. I won't eat up too much more of your time today. So keeping with our commitment to the Cedar Valley, we regularly request input directly from our community members, and so I would love to answer any questions or hear any comments anyone might like to share. Otherwise, feel free to reach out to me at any other time. I don't know if you could put my contact information up there. We can share that a little later. But at this time, I'd like to open up the floor to anyone. Well, I'm not seeing any comment. Oh, wait. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any comments. So I thank you again for joining me today, and you all stay safe out there. Thank you.